All right, Shalom. This is the brother Shaquat Bavar from the Great Millstone Charlotte camp coming at you with another lesson. And before I get into my lesson, I want to start off giving all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders out of Great Millstone that rule well, man. And salutation to the Akim, the fellow laborers that's pushing his word day in and day out, being in the ministry of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. So I'm gonna just get into a quick lesson about the prophets, man. You know how Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai always set up the prophets to represent His word, man. You know, and this message is for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who are the biblical Hebrew Israelites, man. You know, and a few faces who bloodline go back to Negro, Latino, and Native American descent by the seed of their father, man. You know, we wanted our people, man. But that's what the Lord set up the prophets to do, man. We wanted our people, and we wanted you heathens also that's outside of the nation of Israel, you other nations, like the so-called white race, the Chinese, the Arabs, the Japanese, the Africans. But we're not Africans, man. We are totally two different nations, man. You know, the Negroes, West Indies, and the Haitians that came over here in slavery. We are two different dark nations from the Africans, man, who go back to the line of Ham, you know. But the Lord set up His prophets, man, to give the warning, man, to 2/3 of His people that's not going to take heed to the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai by the ways of the prophets, man. And to the heathens, you know, that's against Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. They are the Lord's enemy, you know. The Lord is warning them too, man, because what's about to take place here in America and throughout the earth, who the word really calls God and Jesus Christ, Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, names in the Paleo Hebrew, the true power of the Israelites, man. You know, they're coming back to bring judgment with all the great wickedness that's taking place here on the earth, man. You know, and then the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai set up His prophets to give the warning, man, you know, to the whole world, man, especially to you Israelites, man, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. We out here telling you, man, to turn away from your wickedness, man. Stop following the ways of the heathens, man. Stop following these pagan custom traditions, man. Stop following the lust of this world, man. That's against the scriptures, man. Against the law, statute, commandments that Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai gave to us, man. You know, by the way of Moses, man. You know, by the way of the covenant He kept with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man. And the Israelites, which are the sons of Jacob, man. Which are us, man. Believe it or not, man. But the men of the Lord are out there speaking His word, man. Giving you the warning, man. Because great judgment is coming ahead or coming to this place, man. This is Amos chapter 3, verse 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people not be afraid? And that would a trumpet represent alarming sound, man. You know, back in the ancient days, you know, we was on, had the watchman on the tower, and they had that trumpet, man, to blow, to blow to give warning, the alarm, the city that the enemy was coming near. You know, great danger, destruction was about to come near, man. And that trumpet was alarmed. They have the city, the people in that city to be aware, man. They get prepared, man. You know, for any type of war, destruction. You know, that's what's gonna take place, man. So the Lord set up His prophets, you know, symbolizing the trumpet to be the warning, man. You know, we blowing the trumpet, meaning we out there giving warning through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. Telling you that the Lord is about to bring judgment to this place, man. All hell is about to break loose here on this earth, man. You know, America, you know, going through different judgment that the Lord got set up, man. You know, and you have our people out here are not taking to the alarm, man. Not taking heed to the warning by the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushua through the prophets, man. That's why they say Amos chapter 3 verse 6, shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people be not afraid. Kind of. So you're supposed to be, when you hear that alarm, you're supposed to come to a mind frame of being afraid, man. You know, meaning to get ready, prepared for what's about to come near, man. You know, but our people, man, majority of our people in this world, man, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you are not afraid, man. You don't fear Yahweh Shem Yahushua or the judgment that he's going to bring here on the earth, man. That he's going to bring to his own people, man, for being disobedient, man. And it said, shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord have not done it? Because this is Yahweh Shem Yahushua bringing this evil, man. You know, he's going to bring it in all type of ways, man. Martial law, concentration camps, you know, FEMA camps, famine, pestilence, natural disasters, you know, race wars, world war, you know, all type of chaos and hell is going to break loose here in America and throughout the earth, and it's going to catch a lot of our people off guard, man, and they're going to get caught up in it, man. You know, they're going to get caught up into the judgment of Yahweh Shem Yahushua because they refuse to take heed, man. You know, so the Lord got them ordained to be put to death, man. He bring the times of Jacob's trouble for you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. But the Lord only looking for the elect anyway, man, the 1/3, man. You know, and the brothers in this faith, that's who we praying that we be part of that elect and reaching the ones that's going to come back and take heed to Yahweh Shem Yahushua to escape the judgment, man, to be exempt for the judgment that the Lord is about to bring, man. You know, and we out there every weekend or whenever the men of the Lord go out there and push this word, you know, we putting up videos, giving you different events that's adding up to the prophecies that's in the scriptures, you know, giving you the warning, man. But our people don't want to take heed, man. They thumb down the videos, you know, they flag them, you know, they leave they idle word comments they leave up there scoffing and scorning and marking the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. They pass by the men of the Lord on the highways and byways, you know, thinking that this is a joke, man, thinking everything, taking it, the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushua lightly, man, you know, because they see us just, in their eyes, we just some regular niggas, you know, spits, you know, tomahawks, you know, thinking we just men out there, just speaking at the top of our lungs, you know, and telling them how great judgment is coming upon this place. They look at us like we're crazy, man. Not seeing it with a spiritual eye that Yahweh Shem Yahushua actually set up his men and put the spirit on them to speak his words, man. And that's how the Lord do things, man. He take the underdogs or the average, or the so-called under-average, you know, the nobodies, and turn them to somebody, man. Because being a prophet is one of the best lots that you can be doing for being honor the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. You know, once you have this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, the Lord call you, man, and you pray that you be chosen to be that prophet, or to be part of those prophets and be part of that elect, man. You know, because we're going to get a great reward, man, for doing the work of the Lord and preaching and pushing his word, man. You know, but the majority of our people in this world, man, you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, you know, you don't want to take heed, man. You know, so the Lord is going to put them to death, man, and only going to save the ones that's going to believe this word, man, once they hear and have faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Verse 7. Amos chapter 3, verse 7. Surely the Lord's power will do nothing but reveal his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. And that's what the Lord doing, man. Only way you're going to get the understanding and the secrets or the correct breakdowns of the scriptures 100% through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You know, the Lord got to open up your mind. And also you got to have teachers, man. You know, and the Lord always had his teachers, man, or his prophets, man. You know, they wake up the nation of Israel, man, or the warner, man. You know, and here in these times, the real men or the Lord or the prophets or the men of great millstone, man, starting with the apostle and elders on down, man. You know, we represent Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. You know, 'cause everything, you know, is back in its stead, man. You know, the scripture says there's no new thing under the sun, man. You know, and the prophets the spirit of the prophets are subject to the prophets, man. So just like the Lord had prophets back then, there are still, not still, but you know, you still have them here today, man, through what you call, or what the scriptures call, reincarnation, man. You know, dying in a past life and coming back in this life to do what they done in their past life, man. And what they did in their past life, they doing now, man. And what they doing now is representing the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. Just like I said, man, the subject, the spirit of the prophet is subject to the prophet, man. But they don't, you know, take heed, man. Just like back then. And the Lord gave the secrets and the breakdowns to his elect men to preach this word, man. You know, they get the scriptures, the breakdowns of the prophecies, history. You know, because the majority of our people, they are lost, man. They don't know that they're Israelites, man. They still think they black, Latino, Native American, Negro. You know, they'll think, you know, they Kemet, you know, they Islam, you know, Christian, you know, Roman Catholic. They are lost due to the lies of this world, man. You know, that pushing mainly by you Edomites, you so-called white people, man. But the Lord gave the secrets unto the prophets to let the Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans know that those names that they're calling themselves, or what the world calls us, you know, that our oppressor gave us, that one of the secrets are that we are not those names, man. Those are not our real nationality, man. Our real identity, man. Our real nationality, our identity go back to the 12 tribes of Israel, man, which is biblical, man. You know, through all the history, you know, that Esau trying to hide, you know, through all the you know, the prophecy, the scriptures, man, showing you that we are the Israelites, man. But 2/3 of our people, they don't want to believe, man. So for that, they being disobedient. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is going to destroy them, man. You know, the majority of our people, man, and the people of this world, man, when they see us out there, man, they, you know, they already know about the Hebrew Israelites by now, man. Even if they have to call us, you know, black, a hate group, a radical group, you know, militant, you know, a terrorism group, you know, all these false identities and slander and demonization that they put upon us, man. And all we doing is speaking out the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. You know, just recently over, you know, this week here, you know, when we had camp, you know, the men of Great Millstone Charlotte, you know, the brothers, you know, myself included, the brothers that we went out there, man. You know, it was a nice day. You know, usually we don't get traffic for the past couple of months, you know, because it was being cold, you know. But now we starting to be in season, well, out of season. You know, with in season when it's about to get warm up, man. You know, and now you're starting to see a lot of people. We getting a lot of traffic, man. Just meaning that, you know, there's gonna be more people coming in trying to, you know, either gonna be marked for salvation or be marked for death, man. And majority of these people, while we out there doing this past weekend, man, they nothing but walked up and down, you know, the script, you know, and just kept going, man. They didn't take heed, man. They laughed. You know, you had a bunch of homos out there, man, sodomites out there, man. You know, and you had, you know, coon ass niggas, man. You know, that didn't want to take heed, man. Want to stand up and want to fight for Esau, the so-called white man, wondering why they can't be saved. Because the Bible said they can't be saved, man. Y'all the wicked, man. And here we telling them that you Israelites, come out of the ways of your enemies. You know, stop believing on the ways of this world that your oppressor put in your mind. You know, thinking that this is life. You know, but instead of that, man, they shunned us, man. They shunned the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man, and rather stick to the ways of the enemy, man, of the wicked, man. So they're gonna be put to death for that, man. We got so-called white people, want to come up against us now, man. Because we bringing out the wickedness that they have done to the Lord's people, what they done to us, what they doing to the world, man. All the wickedness that they bringing, and they don't want to pay for their sins, man. They don't want to pay for the wickedness that they're doing, man. They don't just want to say forgive and forget, man. But the Lord is not about that, man. The Lord is about bringing vengeance, man. The Lord is not dealing with all nations, man. He's only dealing with the nation of Israel and the elect at that, man. So we already know what's coming, what's come. When you're in this truth, we already know what's about to, what's going to take place, man. We already know that majority of our people are not going to wake up, man. Because they stiff-necked, man, hard-headed, man. So they're going to be destroyed, man. But the Lord always set up the prophets, man, to give his warning, man. This is Hosea, chapter 12, verse 10. I have also spoken by the prophets. So Yahweh Bashim Yahushua said that he's spoken by the prophets, man. He uses men to bring out his words, man. He put the spirit on them, and they bring forth the prophecies, man, and the judgment, man. Because we speak in the Lord's judgment, man, that's going to take place, and that's taking place. Hosea, chapter 12, verse 10. I have also spoken by the prophets. I have multiplied visions and used substitute by the mysteries of the prophets, because the Lord gave the prophets the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of these scriptures, man. That's why we're able to see the visions, man. That's why we can visualize World War III. All hell breaking loose here in America and throughout the earth, man. We seeing it, man. We seeing it because the Lord opened up our spiritual mind to it, man. We see what's going down over there in the Middle East, over there in Central and South America. What's going over here in America, man. How the economy is crashing, how so much wickedness being promoted, man. You're seeing World War III brewing up. You're seeing the elect of the nation of Israel being raising up and being awoken. And we see our enemies getting frustrated and angry, man. We see their kingdom going down, man. And we also see why the Lord going to destroy 2/3 of you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. The Lord opened up our minds to that, man. That's why we always give praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. Because the Lord said if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost, man. And the majority of this world is lost, man, especially you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, who the truth is only for, man. For the 2/3 of you that are blind, they're not going to accept Yahweh Bashim Yahushua being your power, man. So the Lord going to have to put them to death, man. And have to bring them back through the elect, man. But the elect is going to be the ones that's going to inherit the kingdom on the first go-round, man. Once who the world called Jesus Christ, Yahweh shall come back, man, by the ways of the so-called UFOs, which are the chariots of Israel, man, and the angels, man. That's another vision that the Lord gave unto his men, The majority of the world don't believe that a so-called black man is coming back with what they call UFOs, man. They think that they're aliens, some type of green or gray creatures, man. Some type of foreign creatures outside of this world that's going to come back and just invade, not having an understanding of the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. They don't have the understanding, especially our people, man. They don't have the understanding that those so-called UFOs are the angels, man, or the chariots of Israel, man. That how Yahweh is going to return and save the elect, man, And he's going to bring judgment to this world also by the ways of those chariots, man. We can see the chariots and Yahweh Shah coming back with the angels, bringing destruction into this place by shooting missiles, laser beams, concentrated fire out of those chariots, man. And also the missiles, man. Another vision, man. You can see those visions of the missiles destroying this place, man, desolating this place, America, and different other places, man, other countries, man, especially America, man, because that's all in the scriptures, man. When the Lord gave it to his prophets, man, all the Lord said they mysteries, man, because only the prophets going to get this understanding, man. And the only one that's going to take heed is the elect, man. The ones that got this understanding of the truth, going out there pushing it, with, the prophets. And the 1/3 that make up the great multitude after the 144,000, because 144,000 represent the prophets, man, And the great multitude are the believers the ones that's gonna have faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, or the Israelites that take heed to the prophets, man. And and having faith in the Lord. And how Yahweh Shem Yahushua does things, man. He set up his prophets to give the warning, man, to you Israelites, man, before any destruction comes. This is Ezekiel chapter 3 verse 17. Son of man, I had made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. And there was a prophet, another name, code name for a prophet, man. The watchman, man. So why are we watching for the return of Yahweh Shem Yahushua? We watching for the downfall of America, different prophecies that the Lord said that's going to take place, man. So you're supposed to have the mind frame, if you saying that you're an Israelite, you're supposed to be awakened and awoken to the prophecies and taking heed to these different events that's taking place that's scriptural, man. And adding up the prophecies, man, like the mark of the beast being the RFID chip. We seen that being pushed on a large scale, man. And we telling our people don't take that chip, man. But the ones that take that chip, they're going to be destroyed by the missiles, man, as is written in Revelation, the 14th chapter, man. But the Lord set up watchmen, the prophets, to warn Israel. It says, Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 17, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth, and give them warning from me. So the Lord set up the prophets to give warning to you Israelites, man. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way, to save his life, that same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thy hand. So the Lord sent his men out to give a warning to the wicked ones, Israelites, man, or you Negro Latinos, Native Americans, telling you to repent, man, come back and serve Yahweh Shem Yahushua, your power, man, believe and keep the law, statutes, commandments to the best of your ability, man, and come do this work, man. Come and have faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Take heed to the words, man. But they not want to listen, man. They're not going to listen, and that's our job, man, to give the warning, man. Because the scriptures say that, we got to give warning to the wicked, man. But if we don't, man, the Lord's going to punish us, man, because we know better, man. We got a lot of these false prophets out here that not pushing the downfall of America and not warning the Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, the Israelites, that's what's about to come, misleading the people, man, thinking that everything is good, there's prosperity, them being comfortable, But the Lord said otherwise, man. Destruction is coming, man. And the ones that preach those false visions, those false doctrines, that's not in the scriptures, to mislead the Israelites, man. The Lord gonna put them to death, man, and the Lord gonna require the blood on their hand, man. Cause they supposed to give warning through all truth and sincerity, man. Not deceiving the people, man. And it said, verse 19, verse 19, chapter 3, Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 19. Yet if thou warn the wicked, he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul. So the Lord said that we warn the wicked, and they didn't take heed, they didn't want to get with the programs, don't want to believe in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, being disobedient. The Lord said, we did have what we have to do, man. We gave them the word, man. We told them what time we are in and who they are and who their power is, man. So if they didn't, if they don't want to take heed or didn't take heed, they will be put to death. But the Lord is going to deliver the righteous man that's speaking his words, man. That giving a warning, man. point in that one. You got a lot of these, false prophets out here, man, misleading Israelites, man. Is, even amongst the so-called, circumcision, man. You got these false camps, man. Like IUIC, GOCC, IUSPK, and different other false camps, man. Sakari, and they're not pushing the 100% truth of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Now, you got some of them that claim Yahweh Shah. When they come to the doctrine, they're not pushing it how the men of Great Millstone is pushing, man. They leave out certain things that they're not telling their congregation, man, or what they're not preaching, man. So the Lord gonna hold on required for that, man. Because here at Great Millstone, we give you the whole truth, man. We tell you what's about to come, man, the destruction. We give you the names, man, Yahweh and Yahweh Shah. We give you your identity, man. We give you what the scriptures say, that who are your enemies, man, the so-called white race and the rest of these heathens, man. We telling you, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. And we have to be those men, The Lord said that He's going to set up teachers in the last days and prophets in His last days with His spirit, man. And if you had the understanding, man, you have the understanding, that the Lord is dealing with the men of Great Millstone, man. Because they coming out with all the things that the scriptures tell His men to speak, man. Jeremiah chapter 23, verse 4. And I will set up shepherds over them which shall feed them, and they shall fear no more, nor be dismayed. Neither shall they be lacking, say Yahweh, by Shem Yahushua. So the Lord set up His men, His shepherds, man, His men to give this word, man. And the Lord said that His men are the ones, the elected men are not going to be lacking, man. They're not going to be lacking half of the truth, man. They're going to have the 100% truth, man. Because the Lord going to open up their minds to it, man. And they're going to receive it and believe in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. I'm going to go down to jump to verse 16. Jeremiah chapter 23, verse 16. Thus said the Lord Yahweh of hosts, hearken not unto the words of the prophets that prophesied unto you, that make you vain. They speak a vision of their own heart, not out of the mouth of the Lord. Because they don't have the understanding, man. Some of these Israelite camps, man, these false Israelite camps, they sold out, or they just teaching for fame and fortune. Scripture says some people preach Yahweh Shah for envy and strife, man. Just to be seen, man. Just because they, know they're Israelites and they, we know a couple of scriptures, man, but they're not speaking it in all truth and sincerity, man. But you got some of these Israelite camps don't push the name Yahweh and Yahweh Shah. They don't push the destruction of America. They don't push that in the Esau, Edom, and the rest of these nations going into slavery after the return of Yahweh Shah. They don't push none of that, man. They don't push the RFID chip being the mark of the beast. They don't push none of that, man. All those are in the scriptures, man. And the real men of the Lord, a real prophet, is going to be speaking those things. Because the Lord gave me the vision and understanding to speak through the Spirit what's about to come, man. But you got a lot of these false camps, man. They don't do that, man. You got some of them pushing that. You got heathens that's going to make it, and all that is nonsense, man. So the Lord said they speak a vision of their own heart, meaning their own mind. Speaking about prosperity, pushing all type of madness that's not of the scriptures, man. But they claim that they're men of the Lord, man. Well, they just deceiving the people, the Israelites, and deceiving themselves, man. And that's going to lead to them being put to death, man, by the judgment of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. verse 17. Jeremiah chapter 23, verse 17. And they say till unto them that despise me, the Lord has said, yes, ye shall have peace. And they say unto everyone that walk after the imagination of his own heart, no evil shall come upon you. And that's what you got majority of these people. You know, you got these false churches preach that, man. You know, peace, you know, happiness, you know, prosperity. You got a lot of these false Israelite camps that speak the same thing, man. Here all type of wickedness is going on. And you already know Yahweh Shem Shah is against wickedness, man. And anytime wickedness take hold of the people in different, you know, kingdoms or countries, man, what happened? The Lord brings great judgment, man. The devil's coming, man. You know, you're not speaking about peace and prosperity, man. Long as the only way you're going to get peace and prosperity is you part of the elect and you fear Yahweh Shem Shah, man. And you pray that you escape the judgment, man. Because that's what's coming, destruction, man. And for the ones that don't want to listen to the words of Yahweh Shem Shah and all truth and sincerity, don't want to take to the warning, they're going to be put to death, man. You know, because the whole time they thinking that everything is good, man. You know, following these false doctrines, man, these false Israelite camps, man. And this falsely way of world thinking that everything is going to be good, man. Not knowing that the Lord is bringing judgment, because that's what the Bible speaks of, man. Verse 18. Verse 17. Jeremiah chapter 23, verse 17. Then say to them that despise me, the Lord has said, ye shall have peace. And they say unto every one that walk after his imagination of his own heart, no evil shall come upon you. For who has stood in the counsels of the Lord and preserved and heard his word? Who have marked his word and heard it? And that, you know, only the elect is going to do that, man. And the counsel of the Lord are the men that's out there on the highways and byways, man. Mainly the men of great millstone and those that's in the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shah, man. Now, it might be, you know, part of Great Millstone, but it's still, in a way, they're affiliated with Great Millstone, because we're in the same spirit, man. As long as you're pushing Yahweh Shem Shah and pushing the prophecies and the scriptures, breaking them down the right way, you're in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shah, man. You know? And that's what we represent, the Lord's counsel, man. So you have 2/3 of our people, or you Negro, Latinos, Native Americans, that's not going to take heed to the words of the Lord's counsel, man, on the highways and byways and by the ways of the videos, man. And it said, I'm going to jump down to, I'm on verse 19. Behold, a whirlwind of the Lord is going forth in fury, even a grievous whirlwind. It shall fall grievous upon the head of the wicked, talking about the destruction that the Lord is going to bring upon his people and the earth, man, this world, man, including you heathens, man. And it said, the anger of the Lord shall not return until he have executed, till he have performed the thoughts of his heart. In the latter days ye shall consider it. So the Lord got it set up, man, that he's going to bring great destruction, man. And he's not going to return that destruction, man. He's not going to hold back on it, man. He's going to let it go, man, full force, man. Till it's nothing but death and destruction, man, sorrow, man, you know, upon the wicked ones of our people and you heathens, man. Then they're going to consider it, man. You know, because they're going to know there's a higher power that's bringing this judgment, man. That's going to bring mass destruction, to bring a mass death, man. Ain't going to be no doubt in that, man. They're going to truly believe that. Verse 21. I have not sent these prophets, yet they run. I have not spoken to them, yet they prophesy. And that's talking about these false prophets, man. The Lord haven't spoke to these false prophets. If they were, they would be teaching the truth, man. They wouldn't be teaching all nations can make it. They wouldn't be teaching that the Lord's name is Jesus and he's a so-called white man. You know, they wouldn't be teaching on the RFID chip. It's not the mark of the beast. There's not There's not going to be no World War III, or the missiles don't exist in the Bible. You know, they won't be teaching. You know, talking about prosperity and everything, man. You know, everything is good, man. They're going to be teaching what's really in the scripture, man. That nothing but destruction is coming, man. You know, and the kingdom of Israel is on its way, man. And Yahweh coming back to establish righteous forever, man. And these heathen nations going into slavery, man. That's what they be speaking, man. Verse 22. But if they had stood in my counsel and had caused my people to hear my words, then they should have turned them from their evil way and from the evil of their doings, kind of going on to you false prophets, man. You know, because the men of great millstone start with our apostles and elders on down. We don't put up countless videos, you know, rebuking you false prophets, man, telling you that you're going off, man, you know. But they don't want to take heed, man, because of their prideness, man. You know, they don't want to take heed because they're stubbornness, and they still continue on preaching false doctrine to the nation of Israel, man. So the Lord gonna put the leaders and the followers to death, man. You know, especially the ones, if they don't repent, man, and come and stood or stand in the Lord's counsel, meaning hearing the truth and taking that rebuke from his men, you know. And our people don't want to get right, man. We got, men like ourselves, of course, we go off, but we judging according to the scriptures, man, And the Lord said that he that believe on Yahweh Shai is no condemnation, man. So we coming out the words of the Lord, man. Cause we praying that we be forgiveness for our sin ourselves. But we doing it in all truth and sincerity, man. We crying out to the Lord, man. Or you got these false Israelite camps steady blinding the people, deceiving the people, and not want to turn from their wicked ways, man. Doing all type of wickedness, man. Verse 23. I am a power at hand, say the Lord, and not a power afar off. Can any hide himself in secret places that I shall not see him, say the Lord? Do not I fill heaven and earth, say the Lord? I have heard what the prophet said and prophesied lies in my name, saying I had dreamed. They're talking about these false prophets, man. Meaning they saying in their own vision, man, their own dreams, man. Telling their congregation how they feel or what they see, man. Not coming out of the scriptures, man. Not coming in the spirit of Yahweh Shai. And it said, how long shall this be in the heart of the prophets that prophesy lies? Yea, they are prophets of deceit of their own heart, which think to cause my people to forget my name by their dreams, which they tell every man to his neighbor, as their fathers have forgotten my name for Baal. So you got a lot of these false prophets, man. They sold out to Satan, man. They're not pushing Yahweh Shai, man. A lot of these false Israelite camps, man. Because they done sold out to the government, man. To Esau, Edom, man. To the elites, man. Where they 501c3 charter, man. Tax exemption, man. So the things they can't teach, the things that they supposed to teach, they can't teach, man. Unless they'll be penalized, man. You got a lot of these false camps, man. Like IUIC, man. They got that 501c3 charter, man. IUSPK, that's why they trimming the doctrine, man. That's why they not pushing the words, man. Because they want to steady get that money, man. Look at the Tazadakio, man. He went against the 501c3 charter. Now he's about to be locked up, man. Indictment, man. For all the wickedness that he's been doing, man. Taking the money, soling out and taking the money from the government, from the tax exemption money from the government, and spending on himself, man. Now he getting caught. Now he got caught up, man. And the Lord bring a judgment to these false camps, man. for their wickedness, man. Like I say, even the false ones, these false prophets, has been in great millstone, man. The Lord getting rid of these false prophets, man. These niggas that's been in great millstone, man. You know, look at them, you know, how the Lord is exposing them, man, getting them out of there, man, because they're not Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. You know, they're not pushing the word, man. You got some of them that left and being scoffers and scorners. Some of them don't even do the work, don't even believe no more, teaching false doctrines, man, that they wasn't taught, man. Well, that's it on that. We got a couple more scriptures. This is Jeremiah chapter 14, verse 13. Then say I, the Lord power, behold, the prophet say unto them, ye shall not see the sword, neither shall ye have famine. So you got a lot of these false prophets, like, you know, I'm just saying, man, they speaking deceit, man, saying that ain't gonna be no type of Jacob's trouble, man. You know, ain't gonna be no type of no famine, no sword, no type of destruction. There's gonna be prosperity and peace, man. You know, but this is what the Lord say, man. But I will give you peace. I will give you peace in a short. So like I will give you a short peace in this place. Then the Lord said unto me, the prophets lies in my name. I sent them not, neither have I condemned them, command them. So like, let me read that over again. You know, and it said, then the Lord said unto me, the prophets prophesy lies in my name. I sent them not, neither have I commanded them, neither speak unto you. Because Lord ain't talking about no peace, man, to no wicked kingdom like America, man. All the wickedness that America pushes and have been doing, man, you think the Lord's going to bring peace to this place, man? The Lord's going to bring destruction to this place, man, and get respect for his name, man, and for his power, man. You know, because for too long, man, America has gone against the law, statute, commandments, man, against Yahweh Shem Yahushua, chosen people, the Negro, Latino, Native Americans, the Israelites, man, and causing our people to follow in this wickedness ways by the ways of you Edomites, man, and you heathen nations, man. So the Lord is not going to bring peace to this place, man. And you false prophets that prophesying lies, man, the Lord's going to bring that destruction to you, man. They prophesied unto you a false vision, divination. That's what they doing, man. They dividing, man. You know, Lord about, you know, dividing to separate the righteous from the wicked. But here he got these prophets that, you know, the Israelite ones, or the Israelite men that call themselves prophets. You know, here they supposed to be bringing Israel together, you know, the elect together, you know, but they bringing division, man, you know, but not telling them about what's really about to happen, man. So the Lord set those false prophets up, basically, man, to get rid of the undesirable, man, you know, the ones that he don't want, man, don't want to save, you know, from the destruction, man. You know, the Lord, you know, said that if the blind lead the blind, they both shall fall in the ditch. The deceiver and the deceived are his, man. So the Lord set up these wicked prophets to blind the wicked ones of his people that don't want to get right, man. You know, that's how the Lord set it up, man. Just like how he set up the righteous prophets that's going to open up the mind of the righteous ones that's going to come and serve Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. It's a balance, man. And men like myself and other brothers, man, we praying that we part of the righteous, man. We don't want to get caught up into the slaughter of the 2/3, man. The ones that's going to be destroyed, man. We want to be part of the 1/3, the elect. Verse 15. Therefore, thus say the Lord concerning the prophets that prophesied in my name. I sent them not, yet they say, sword and famine shall not be in thy land. By sword and famine, those prophets be consumed. Never going to happen to them, man. You know, the same thing they're saying that's not going to happen is going to take place, man. Because the scriptures say The Yahweh Shah word is not going to go out void, man. Whatever the Lord says is going to happen, man. So the scriptures and the spirit of the Lord say that nothing but death and destruction is coming, man. Sword, destruction, famine, all type of disaster and peril times that's coming, man. But they say it's not. So they're going to be caught up in it, man. Because the words of Yahweh Shah is truth, man. Verse 16, and the people to whom the prophesied shall be cast out into the streets of Jerusalem because of the famine and the sword, and they shall have none to bury them, their wives, their sons, their daughters, for I will pour their wickedness upon them. So this Lord going to bring destruction, man, to these false prophets. And the ones that follow these false prophets, man. Lord going to put their families to death, man. It's just not read it, man. The wives, the sons, the daughters, The Yahweh Shah, man, is not playing, man, especially to the ones of these false prophets, man, and the wicked ones of our people, man. Lord got judgment for them, man. I'm going to read this last scripture, man. This is Ezekiel, chapter 2, verse 1. And he said unto me, Son of man, stand upon thy feet, and I will speak unto thee. And the Spirit entered into me when he spake unto me, and set me upon my feet, that I heard him that speak unto me. And that's what the Lord did doing to us, man. Just like how he did to Ezekiel, man. He stand us upon our feet, man. That your feet represent your foundation, man. So our foundation is Yahweh Shah. And we out there upon our feet, man. Speaking the words unto you Israelites, man. Give you the warning, man. Because the Spirit of the Lord has come on us to speak, man. Like I said, man, they looking at us that we just regular men. Don't have to understand that the Lord deal with men, and that his Holy Spirit on men to bring out his words, man. That will make it more beautiful, man. And the Lord is not just going to come down here himself, the Lord can do that. Because the Lord do got a physical body, angelic body, man. But he's not going to do that, man. That'll be having these people, not a waste of time. But it'll show you that these people really ain't had no faith, man. Because the reason why these people act the way they now, how they acting now, because they don't have faith that Yahweh Shah exists, man. So the Lord going to do it through his men and bring execute his judgment through through the words and through the destruction that he's going to bring, man. So the Lord doing it by the way of his men. The Lord wants to see who really believe in his word, man, and believe in him, man. So the ones that, basically thinking that the Lord's going to come down physically, man, he's not going to do that to the point that, thinking that everything's going to be okay, man. Let me talk to the Lord myself, man. You got to believe in Yahweh Shah, man. But the Lord, Yahweh Shah, is going to come back physically, man. Then these people, but for a lot of you Israelites, man, it's going to be too late, man. For you wicked ones, man. So the Lord set up his prophets, man, to give a warning, man. Just to see who really believe or not, man. Verse 2. Ezekiel chapter 2, verse 2. And the Spirit entered into me when he speak unto me, and set me upon my feet, and that I heard him that speak unto me. And he said unto me, Son of man, I send thee to the children of Israel, to a rebellious nation that had rebelled against me. They and their fathers had transgressed against me, even unto this very day. So the Lord said that the children of Israel, you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, are rebellious, man. The word rebellious means to fight against, man. Y'all fighting against your own power, man. Your own heritage, man. And want to follow the ways of this world, man. Want to follow the ways of your oppressors, your enemies, man. The heathens, man. Who the Lord despised, man. But the Lord set up Ezekiel to be a prophet unto the nation of Israel, man. Just like the men of the Lord are here today, man. Just like in the same stead as Ezekiel, man, being that prophet giving warning to Israel by the Spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. But the Lord said they transgress even unto this day, man. So just like you had back then, for our people to go against Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, transgressing the laws, following false gods, man, idols, following the ways of the heathens. They doing that. They did that back then. They doing it to this day, man. Even in our captivity, man. Here the Lord don't punish us, brought us over here in captivity by the hands of our enemy. And we telling the reason why we in here in captivity and being, judged and have so much curses on us as a nation, and telling them to repent, that Yahweh Bashim Yahushua going to forgive you for your sins and lift these curses off for you if you repent. But they don't want to do that, man, because they just like their fathers back then, man, coming back, man, being wicked, man. The Lord had to bring destruction upon them, before he set them up to be righteous in the kingdom, man. And like I said, man, brothers like myself, man, and we trying to be exempt from that judgment, man. We want to be saved on the first go round, man. Not to be destroyed and have to come back, man. We looking for the ones that be saved, man, that be part of the elect on the first go round, man. They're gonna be the kings and the rulers of the kingdom with Yahweh Shah, man, with King David, man, with the apostles, man, that the Lord had ordained, man, and we're gonna be the first fruits, man. Lord, when I'm part of that elect, man. For the 2/3, they're gonna have to die on this side of a horrible death. Then they'll have to come back being the offspring of the elect, And then they're gonna be right, but they're gonna be shameful at the same time, man. The Lord gonna bring them back into their remembrance how much wickedness they was doing, man. How much scoffing and scorning they did against the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. Verse 4, Ezekiel chapter 2, verse 4. For there are impudent children. That word impudent means hard-headed, man. Stiff-hearted and hard-headed, man. They don't want to take heed to the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua by the mouth of his prophets, man. They want to continue on doing all type of wickedness, man. They don't want to repent. They don't want to take heed to their power or believe in their inheritance, man. I do send thee unto them. Thou shalt say unto them, this say the Lord power. And what we saying, man, what the Lord's about to bring destruction, man. We telling you that the Lord gonna bring destruction by the thermonuclear missiles, all type of other ways, man. Famine, pestilence, race wars, all type of natural disasters, all type of judgment the Lord bringing, man. And we telling you the way you're going to be able to escape that if you come back and repent and believe in your heritage, believe in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, there's a chance that you're going to be saved from all that, man, But they don't want to take heed, man. A good chance, man, that you'll be saved from it, man. But they don't want to take heed, man. They don't want to come back and believe in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Verse 5, and they, whether they were here or whether they will forbear. So you got a lot of people that hear this truth, but they don't take heed, man. They'll come up there and talk, we telling the Israelites, but then we tell certain something, we say something like the so-called white man can't make it, and then they'll buck up, man. Telling that Yahweh Shai is the so-called black man, they'll buck up. Telling you how the Lord gonna bring mass judgment and mass death to this place. They'll buck up and they'll leave, man. Don't want to take heed, don't want to take heed to the warning. So you got the ones that forbear, meaning they just don't even want to hear at all, man. They don't want to hear at all, man. But then you got the ones that's going to take heed and believe in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. That's the elect, man. And it said, and they, whether they were here or whether they will forbear, but they are a rebellious house. Yet shall they know that there have been a prophet among them. So when all hell breaks loose, man, they're going to know that the men of the Lord, the prophets, the men of Great Millstone, was telling the truth the whole time, man. Ain't no other group, man. And we can't stress that enough, man. Or we can't, honor that or bring that out enough, man. Because we feel, and we are, man, the men of the Lord, man. Because we doing what the men of the Lord are doing, man. Starting from the apostles and elders of Great Millstone on down, man. And the ones that's in the same stead, man, the same mind frame and the same spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. You know? And it's just going to get worse and worse to the point the Lord bring destruction upon this place, man. And save only his elect, man. You know, but the Lord said they should know a prophet been among them, man. So we out there telling them, man, that once it's all said and done, man, there ain't going to be no cloak for their sins, man. You know, ain't going to be no excuse, man. Ain't going to be no excuse why they didn't hear this word, man. You know, why the men of the Lord are all over the earth, man, putting up videos, going out there pushing this word, man. You know, so ain't no excuse, man. You know, so brothers, you know, keep fighting, keep pushing, man, that we be part of their elect, man. You know, that we are the prophets, man. You know, that the Lord keep the spirit on us and magnify his word through us, man. And magnify his word, his word, his prophecies here on the earth, man. You know, and if we're going to keep exalting Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, and he's going to exalt us, man, for representing him, man. You know, we got good things heading for us, man. You know, some brothers keep fighting, keep pushing, man. But for the ones that don't want to take heed, man, hey, just tell them, let them know what time we in, man. They don't want to hear. The blood is off our hand, man. You know, they got to take it up with Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. And, you know, that's going to be by the way of death, man. You know, the Lord is not playing anymore, man. You're starting to see this place crumble more and more, man. All type of wickedness, man. It's a matter of time that the Lord really going to bring judgment on this place, man. To the point it's going to be undeniable that it's a higher power that's doing it, man. So brothers, you know, keep fighting, keep pushing. I'm praying that this video been edifying, that you brothers been fed well through the spirit and the power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. You know, so next time I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, Bashim, Rakakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders at Great Millstone that rule well. And salutations to the fellow laborers that's in the ministry pushing his word day in and day out. The elect, the house of David. Till the next time, Shalom.